From the Chattahoochee Tech Studio, welcome to the Marietta Daily Journal podcast. Today is Friday, March 17th, and happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Dan Ratcliffe, and here are your top stories presented by Engineered Solutions of Georgia. The Supreme Court ruled that capping damages of a Kennesaw sexual assault did not violate the constitutional rights of the victim. Police arrest a suspect in a crash that injured 2 road workers. And a Powder Springs native has signed a contract with Atlanta United 2. We'll have all this and more coming up on the Marietta Daily Journal podcast.
Engineered Solutions of Georgia. We guarantee a stable, dry foundation. With over 30 years of experience and a lifetime of support, residential and commercial. Hey, we do it all. For basement waterproofing and repairs to your foundation. Dial 678-ESOG now.
You deserve better than your bank. Better service, better rates, better solutions. If you live or work in Cobb County, now is the perfect time to make the switch to Credit Union of Georgia, the better way to bank. Since 1960, Credit Union of Georgia has been providing Northwest Georgia with financial solutions that make sense for your home, business, and family. As a homegrown, not-for-profit cooperative, our members are our mission. Not only will you get the best loan rates, you'll get personalized customer service from people who understand your needs. Plus, Credit Union of Georgia provides real convenience with a network of more than 30,000 accessible ATMs and branch locations across the country. Of course, there's also 5 locations right here in Cobb County. Ready to see how much better your banking can be with Credit Union of Georgia? Become a member today or apply for a loan online by visiting cuofga.org. Credit Union of Georgia, the better way to bank.
The Supreme Court of Georgia announced it ruled that state law capping punitive damages at $250,000 did not violate the constitutional rights of a Cobb County sexual assault victim. The case stems from an April 2012 sexual assault of a 15-year-old girl while she was living at the Devereux Foundation's behavioral health treatment facility in Kennesaw. The girl filed a civil lawsuit against Devereux. In this case, she's represented by the executor of her estate. The assault was perpetrated by a Devereux employee, Anthony Singleterry, who was criminally prosecuted and pleaded guilty to several charges. Singletary was sentenced to 20 years, 12 years to be served in prison. In 2019, a Cobb jury returned a verdict for $10 million in compensatory damages, finding both Devereux and Singletary at fault and $50 million in punitive damages against Devereux. But a Cobb trial court later capped the punitive damages at $250,000, a standard set by state law. The plaintiff appealed, Devereux cross-appealed, and last October, the High Court heard arguments in the case. Lawyers for the estate argued the cap violates the plaintiff's constitutional right to a trial by jury in this case. The court disagreed in a majority opinion authored by Justice Sarah Hawkins Warren. But the court also ruled against Devereux's arguments, deciding that there was evidence to support awarding punitive damages and attorney fees to the estate. Police arrested a suspect in connection with the Sunday morning crash which injured 2 pedestrian construction workers in Marietta. The suspect has been charged with DUI, hit and run, and several other charges. Malik Branch is accused by police of hitting the 2 co-workers while driving drunk on Roswell Road under the I-75 overpass, then fleeing the scene on foot before first responders arrived. According to police, the crash occurred around 1:40 a.m. Sunday. Workers Jimmy Varaza and Oscar Aguilar were struck while placing a message board on the roadway for a lane closure. Branch of Dallas was driving a gray 2019 Volkswagen Jetta when he struck the workers. The workers were transported to Grady Memorial Hospital. While Aguilar is recovering and has been released from the hospital, Varaza remains in critical condition. Marietta police arrested Branch Tuesday night and booked him into the Cobb County Jail. He's not eligible for bond. According to an arrest warrant, police obtained video surveillance footage of Branch leaving Sage Restaurant and Lounge shortly before the crash, stumbling and almost falling in the parking lot with a beer bottle in his hand. The restaurant on Roswell Street is less than half a mile from the crash site. Atlanta United 2 announced Wednesday that it has signed midfielder Alan Carlton, a Powder Springs native, to an MLS Next Pro contract through the 2024 season. The 17-year-old Carlton was a member of the first Atlanta United Academy team to take the field in 2016 at the Generation Adidas Cup. He has continued to progress through the academy ranks and made his professional debut for Atlanta United 2 on April 3rd of last year in a 2-1 win at Hartford. His first start came August 10th of last year at New York Red Bulls 2. Carlton finished his first professional season with 12 appearances, including 2 starts and 276 total minutes played. Carlton's older brother, Andrew, was Atlanta United's first homegrown signing in 2016 and went on to play 10 games for the MLS club and 29 games for Atlanta United 2 from 2017 to 2019. He's now part of the Las Vegas Lights of the USL Championship League. Atlanta United 2, marking its first season with the MLS Next Pro circuit after previously being part of the USL Championship, will open the season March 26th, hosting New England Revolution 2 at Kennesaw State's Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card.
It was all relief for Commissioner Joanne Burrell this week as she and her peers on the Cobb Board of Commissioners approved more than $9 million in funding for a rebuild of Gritter's Library in East Cobb. The project will take it from an aging 7,000 square foot building to a new 14,000 square foot facility that will also house community and workforce resource centers. Major features of the new building will include reading and study rooms, expanding an existing multi-purpose room, creating an outdoor programming space, and consolidating services into a one-stop service desk. Burrell said the rebuild is needed because the current one is too small for the surrounding community, not to mention outdated. Gritter's was built in 1972 and opened November 19, 1973. According to the county, the current facility has dealt with mold and mildew problems as well as plumbing issues, and it's become increasingly challenging for the county to maintain. The library will be closed during construction, at which time patrons will be directed to other county libraries. Cobb's mobile book service will also assist in serving the surrounding community.
Inspiration grows here. The Atlanta Home Show, March 17th through 19th at the Cobb Galleria Center. 3 days only for great deals, new ideas, and practical advice with trusted local experts. See Brian and Mika Kleinschmidt from HGTV's 100-Day Dream Home. Plus, find inspiration for your own backyard retreat as you wander through over 4,000 square feet of garden displays. From kitchens and baths to outdoor living and more. Don't miss Georgia's largest home show, the Atlanta Home Show. Buy tickets early and save at atlantahomeshow.com.
In Georgia, the weather never ceases to do unpredictable things. Peace of mind should be top of mind where it comes to your heating and cooling system. Dayco Systems has 3 generations of experience with HVAC excellence they've shared with Cobb County and the greater metro Atlanta area. Dayco Systems has been family-owned and operated since they started out, and Dean Yarrington has built their business into what it is today through policies of honesty, responsiveness, and attention to the needs of customers. The Dayco Systems team is equipped with the knowledge, tools, products, and over 4 decades of experience that help them get each job done right the first time, and they back that up with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Along with exceptional service, Dayco Systems provides free estimates on new heating and AC installations, and you can reach them after hours when you have an HVAC emergency. Get peace of mind. Call Dayco Systems today at 770-209-2261 or visit them online at daycosystems.com. Dayco Systems, a premier trained comfort specialist. Right now, take $500 off a complete system.
While everyone gears up for the Kennesaw State men's basketball program's debut in the NCAA tournament, another Owl athlete has already won a national title. Here's community reporter Matt Golden with more.
Isaiah Rogers can now call himself a national champion. The former Campbell High School standout and current Kennesaw State thrower earned the 2nd national championship in the university's Division I era over the weekend at the NCAA Indoor Championships in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Rogers grabbed the early lead in the weight throw with a toss of 75 feet, 10 1/4 inches. He held the lead until the 5th throw when Alabama's Bobby Colantino grabbed the lead with a toss of 76 feet, 9 1/4 inches. Rogers, though, secured the victory on his final throw with a toss of 79 feet 6 inches. Rogers, a 2016 graduate of Campbell, previously competed for the track and field teams at TCU and Virginia Tech before transferring to Kennesaw State before this season. He follows the path of Daniel Hall, a Marietta native who won the NCAA Outdoor Championship in the hammer throw in 2019, then went on to compete in the Olympics 2 years later. For more on this story, please go to mdjonline.com. For the Marietta Daily Journal podcast, I'm Matt Golden.
Marietta High School and IT company Apto Solutions are teaming up to provide exciting job training for students with disabilities. The newly converted lab space welcomes students, teachers, Board of Education members, and community members to a ribbon cutting in February. With input from industry experts, this cutting-edge lab equips students with skills they wouldn't normally get in the classroom. The Apto Empower Learning Program was designed to help students transition into post-secondary life after high school and provide them with soft skills they need for lifelong employment. The 6 students currently enrolled learn how to safely and effectively dismantle and dispose of electronic devices such as laptops, servers, and cell phones. Students break apart and sort device components and send them back to Apto for recycling. In addition to Apto Solutions, MCS also collaborated with Blue Star Recyclers and Parallel International Consulting's founder Megan Timko to create the program.
Who can take your trash out? Stomp it down for you. Shake the plastic bag and do the twisty thingy too. The garbage man.
Oh, the garbage man can.
With municipal elections in Mableton less than a week away, one of the 4 services the city will offer is gaining more scrutiny than the others: trash. That's trash hauling, to be more specific, and rumors are swirling that a set of pro-Mableton cityhood advocates are pushing for a one-hauler-for-all system. While it's disputed what exactly those advocates said in a recent meeting with trash haulers, residents have begun to question how sanitation will look in Mableton. Since one of the 4 candidates for mayor will be leading the city's policy, the MDJ polled the candidates on their proposals. Aaron Carman, who's been endorsed by proponents of de-annexation from Mableton, said that from the start he did not want sanitation to be one of the 4 services the city offered. Currently, the county allows residents to negotiate with individual haulers on the trash service. Carman said he has heard from residents that they're happy with their haulers. Michael Murphy, a former aide to the late Cobb chairman Mike Boyce, who is also in the mayor race, said he is focused on making Mableton more sustainable in regard to trash service. He wants to divert the trash thrown out by Mableton residents away from landfills, though he supports letting residents continue to choose their own trash haulers. In an email to the Journal, candidate LaTanya Long, a public policy manager, stated she thinks Mableton should enter into a contract with Cobb County to extend the current services and management options to Mableton residents for at least 1 year. Mayoral candidate Michael Owens, former chair of the Cobb Democratic Party, speaking at a meet and greet last week, offered his vision on trash collection in Mableton. It involves the city requesting proposals for small trash haulers for offering their services to each of the city's 6 districts, an idea he said would not risk putting small haulers out of business. Mableton elections will be held on Tuesday. More information about the election can be found on the Cobb Elections website.
Get your tickets today for the Georgia Food and Wine Festival, March 24th through the 26th at Jim R. Miller Park in Marietta. The Georgia Food and Wine Festival will celebrate the best of Georgia and the South, from its culinary superstars and beverage experts to farmers, artisans, live musicians, and more. For more information and to buy tickets, head to GeorgiaFoodAndWineFestival.com. The Georgia Food and Wine Festival at Marietta's Jim R. Miller Park, March 24th through the 26th.
Are you struggling to find the right home in these tough markets? Hi, I'm Jeffrey Drake at Drake Realty, with 7 offices across Metro Atlanta and 2 right here in Cobb County. The real estate market in Cobb County can be competitive. That's why you need a team on your side. My team of over 700 agents is one of the biggest in the county, and we have been turning dreams into realities for 28 years now. Next time you decide to buy or sell in Cobb, trust the team that knows the lay of the land. Visit us online at drakerealty.com.
The votes are in. Now it's time to celebrate the 2023 Best of Cobb, presented by Superior Plumbing at the Jim R. Miller Events Center in Marietta, Thursday, March 23rd. Best of Cobb is a celebration of Cobb's top businesses featuring live music, free samples from some of the county's best eateries, giveaways, and fun for the whole family. Head over to mdjonline.com today to buy your tickets. It's the Best of Cobb, Thursday, March 23rd from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at the Jim R. Miller Event Center in Marietta.
Thanks again for listening to today's Marietta Daily Journal podcast. Did you know over 50% of Americans listen to podcasts weekly? Make sure you join us for our next episode and share this podcast on social media with your friends and family. You can find us on TikTok at MDJ Podcast, add us to your Alexa Flash Briefing or Google Home Briefing, and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. Darren Sutherland, Executive Producer. Doug Harding, Creative Director. Jacob Sutherland, Director. Producers Jason Gentarola and Matt Golden. And Jinrei Zhang, Video Producer. All rights reserved.